All right, let's do a little bike check on my Sunday High C. That's the days of my first day riding it. I'm out here on the Panhandle Trail in West Virginia. The Sunday High C has a full 4130 chrome moly frame. And that's really good for obese people like me because I weigh almost 400 pounds. It comes with Maxxis tires, got little grippers on them. It has seal bearing hubs, 13 tooth rear hub, like I said, 27 in the front. Full 4130 chrome moly frame and fork. Has a Sunday stem on there, full 4130 bars. Has chrome moly seat rails, aluminum seat. The V-brakes they're a no name, but I will say that they work pretty good. And we also have a seal bearing front hub. I think the emblem on the front looks really good. The Sunday emblem, and I guess that's an Avid brake handle. Sunday grips, Odyssey plastic pedals. I think those are like twist pedals. Odyssey chrome moly crank, single pinch, and I don't know what kind of chain it is. And I like the paint job. You know, and Sunday is owned by Odyssey, and you know, Odyssey they make stuff second to nobody. So, yeah, I think if you're morbidly obese like me, this is probably one of your best options to get into riding because of the chrome moly frame. The tires call for 65 pounds of pressure, so I'm getting good. I'm rolling good on this bike, and so it's all looking pretty good. So, it's really nice out here. I'm on the trail. I'm on the Panhandle Trail in West Virginia. I'm at the Harmon Creek Road exit. Look at the water down there. Isn't that beautiful? Well, I hope y'all like the bike. Hey, I made it to I'm 1 mile from where I parked at. So today I'm going to ride 2 miles on the bike and I'm going to walk a mile. So that'll be pretty good. Hey, I'm going to make 100 exercise videos with my trainer for morbidly obese people like me. I am the star of the show, so go to a channel and you can see I have 11 exercise videos right now, and we're going to go to 100. It's going to take about 30 more weeks, do 3 a week, and I weigh 380 today, 379.4. Hopefully by the end of 30, I'll be down to 260, 250 maybe. All right, thank you much. Anytime. Hey, I'm Mr. Big Chris, and today I'm taking my Sunday High C 29 out for its very first ride out here on the Panhandle Trail. And we're also walking our dogs. The big one is Lipo and the little one is Servo, and they are having a great time. I've already rode this bike a little bit. It's the first time I ever rode it since I've opened it up. You can go back in my videos and find the unboxing. Well, I will say it has a 27 tooth front sprocket and it has a 13 in the back. And it is just a little bit hard for me to pedal at the moment. Not too bad. I'd like it for it to be a little bit easier, but you know, when you weigh 380 pounds, you know, and I also like this bike. I think it's a good bike for a heavy person because it's full 4130 chrome moly, and it looks really good. So I recommend the High C for an obese person, no problem. And so we're gonna continue with this test and having a good time, and we'll have a nice video for you here later tonight.
Look out, Lipo. No, look Daddy.
Lipo!
Look Daddy.
Servo!
Look Daddy.
All right, now I'm riding a mile back to the truck. And when I get to the truck, I'm gonna go back and meet Charlene and the puppy dogs, the kids, my babies, Servo and Lipo. Servo's the little one, Lipo's the big one. And they're great dogs. I'm really enjoying being out on this Sunday High C. The main thing I don't like is the seat. And I'm going to change the seat on it. I have a seat at home. I forgot the name of it. It's my favorite. It's not a Brooks. It came on an e-bike, and then I figured out what it was and ordered like 5 of them off of eBay. So yeah, this Sunday High C is, you know, you're not going to buy a better bike right out of the box, really. And plus, you can get these bikes for $500 or $600. Like I said, they're full chromoly. They are fat boy ready. They're ready for that fat carcass to get up there and start riding, get off that couch. Heck yeah. I tell you what happened to me was that last year I quit my job on June 18th. And the main reason I quit is because I was so fat. I weighed 460 pounds. I was a truck driver. I hauled crude oil, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I got a divorce back in 2015, and after I got a divorce, I just worked like 80 hours a week. One time I went to North Dakota and worked in the oil fields. One week I got paid for 120 hours. I just took naps in my pickup truck. I was actually working at a refinery. And then years went by, I was up there a while, and then I came out to West Virginia and started working. And so I've been here in Weirton for a little over 10 years. But what I'm trying to say is, working that many hours, I'd done 30 years worth of work in 15 years and didn't take care of myself. When I got a divorce, I probably weighed about 300 pounds, something like that, 277, 300, somewhere in there. In the last 10 years, like I said, when I quit my job, I was up to 460, man. And so what happened was, a little bit after I quit my job, I got a real bad UTI. And oh man, I thought I was gonna die. And then my girlfriend said that she had COVID. Well, I didn't really feel like I had COVID symptoms, but all of a sudden I had dry mouth. I could not get my mouth dry. And I started drinking too many fluids. And I was going to the bathroom all the time. I really couldn't even leave the house. I was going to go back to work on a Friday afternoon. I was going to go back to work, and I'd been off for 3 months. I don't know how long it was for sure. And I was going to go back to work, but like the day before is when that UTI set in. And I didn't like the schedule that they were giving me, but I was going back to work anyway. That didn't matter, but I had that UTI, and I was really just too embarrassed to say that I had the UTI and I was too sick to come to work, because I don't think they would have believed me. They would have just thought I got mad because I didn't like the shift they put me on. But I tell you what, I was miserable. And I was driving back from my mom's from Western Kentucky, and it was New Year's Day, and she lives down, and I'm over here by Pittsburgh. And on the way up here, my mouth quit being dry again, and I started feeling better. And that was the first time I'd been home for Christmas in like 11 or 12 years. And so I started getting a little bit better. But I'm going to be honest, I sat in that chair and lost about 55 pounds just sitting there. I didn't feel like eating. I didn't feel like doing nothing. I'd done nothing there for about 3 or 4 months, just nothing but sitting there. And I finally started feeling better. So when I was at home for Christmas, I bought a new boat motor for my boat. I got a Carolina skiff, and I started going outside and working on that boat. And that's the first time I'd done any work in months. And it was hard to do. And then about a month ago, I decided that I wanted to start swimming at our local community center, Millsop Community Center here in Weirton, West Virginia. And I went in there. My girlfriend, she knew this girl, and they started talking and stuff. And she worked there, and she started showing me around. I said, I wish I could hire a personal trainer. And she's like, well, I'll do it. And so that's been about a month, and I've lost over 20 more pounds working with her, and we're videotaping it all. And we're planning on making 100 morbidly obese videos. So check out my other videos. They're on my channel. And I hope you enjoyed this story. A little itty bitty ankle biter over there. And so I've made it back to the truck now. And we're gonna take a little break. And I've done a trick. I've done a 180. I've done a 180. A 180 power slide. And you'll see it in this video. It is really good. Of course, if you clicked on this video, it's probably going to see it, because I'm going to have to, I'm just going to have to put that on there first. And it's going to be really rad. See, there's the belly. Yeah, I went down to Roman Atwood. He had a meet and greet at his laundromat down in wherever he lives. I can't think of the name now, but it's only like 2 hours, 15 minutes from now. So I didn't want to go inside and meet them, because, you know, I knew I weighed like 460 and I looked off. I just felt like I looked too bad to go in there. So I didn't go in there. But they caught me outside watching the band and stuff, and there I am standing there. So I didn't have any pictures of myself from back then, and because I didn't want to see myself. So I went on there today and I screenshotted myself, and then I put it beside what I look like now, you know, because I weigh 80 pounds less than I did when I was at that. Yeah, so that was September 15th when I was down there. So I'm thinking that I got sick about 2 weeks after that, would be my guess. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video today on the Sunday High C bicycle. There she is. Like I said, it's a great bike. It's all 4130 chromoly. It's about $300-400 less than a big ripper. And look, I bleed SC racing and PK rippers and all that stuff. And I mean, I own 11 PK ripper frames. So there you go. You know, I'm not knocking their bike, because they got a great bike. They sell tons of them. Todd Lyons has done amazing things with that company. I'm so happy that he's there and done what he's done. You know, the whole BMX, big bike community, everything, all are thankful. There wouldn't be a Sunday High C probably if it wasn't for Todd Lyons. So there you go. And let's see, let me turn this back around. Yeah, so look at the workmanship on that. So the back part of it is bare metal, but it has a clear coat on it. That looks pretty good. And look at the wheels. We'll get up close up here. Look at this. It's art. And plus, this bike is made in Taiwan. It's not made in China. And I think Taiwan stuff is about as good as anything that was ever made in America. Let's check out these welds right here. That looks pretty good. These brakes have no name on them. They may even be steel for all I know. But man, I'm telling you, they work good. I don't know what kind of brake shoes those are, but they work good. All right. We're going to throw this bike in the back of the truck, and then I'm going to walk back up and meet Charlene and my 2 puppy dogs, and we'll get a little bit more footage. All right, thank you. All right, now I'm walking back to meet Charlene and the puppy dogs, Lipo and Servo. I drank about a bottle of water. This Panhandle Trail is so nice. Uh-oh, looky there. My dogs, they see me. Look at that. I'm gonna get my dogs. I'm gonna give Charlene this water. Charlene walked a whole 2 miles today. I'm so proud of her. All right, here. Hey there, puppy dogs. What's going on? Yeah. Y'all are daddy dogs, aren't you? Huh? Y'all are just daddy dogs. They're mama dogs. And they're daddy dogs. Ooh. Did y'all hear a dog over there? What'd you think, Lipo? Huh? I can't believe how well they're walking on this after just one day. We took them walking every time and we got separate leashes. And they just want to be together. And they just want to be together. All right, now we're getting back to the trailhead again. This Panhandle Trail, if you've never walked on it, drove on it, it's really nice. We'll go up to we'll check out everything they got here when we get up here. That's Highway 22 right there. That's Lipo and Servo right there. And there's three house trailers down here and a couple of houses. I sure wouldn't mind owning this property down here. I'd love to own those 3 trailers. And over there in that Quonset hut, you can rent a spot to put your bike. It's not very expensive. He just gives you the code. But my big problem is the bike I want to put over there costs $4,000. I got a Surly skid loader. And, you know, I don't know if you go in there and if it's in there with other people's bikes. So it's pretty cool here. You can. I think I'm going to come down here tomorrow. And see, they got all the tools here to work on a bike with and a tire pump. I thought it would be cool. Let me know if you think it would be cool if I came down here and took a bike out of the box and put it together here with the public tools and then went for a ride on it. This is really nice. Got a new picnic table over there. Here's the map. I'll get back here in case you want to screenshot it. So we're down here at Harmon Creek where it says the P right there. And then it shows you every place that there's a parking lot. Collars, Hanlon, Dinsmore, Burgettstown, Joffrey, Bulger, Midway, Primos, McDonald, Sturgeon, Noblestown, Oakdale, Pendle, Walker's Mill. And Walker's Mill down here is the end. And I've rode the whole trail before on my e-bike. It's a whole 60 miles a couple years ago. Well, we're back at the trailhead and we're gonna call it a day. If you made it this far, man, you're my hero. I tell you what, it's either gonna get better or worse. Pain goes away, glory lasts forever. This should be pretty interesting.
Hi, it's me again. We're back at our bench. This is Camilla Rose speaking to you from the Millstop Community Center. My client here, doing great. I'm so proud of him. I mean, people his size don't ever do as much as he's done, and he's been coming along perfect.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
Everyone, even if you don't have the money, you cannot afford a trainer, call me. we can work something out. I can tell you what to do, even over the phone. I've also trained people through the internet before, which I don't want to do again because that's a lot of headache. But I've done it, so I want you all to know that I can still give you the information you need right here from where I'm sitting, right to your home. The name again, Camilla Rose at the Millsop Center. My phone number is 304-281-6054. Call me.
Yeah, we're in Weirton, West Virginia, and it's easy to find. It's downtown, and you know, it's by the police and the DMV. It's just a big building by there. They got a big swimming pool here, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, we're in Weirton. I'm very happy with this lady. I'm only weighing myself on Tuesday afternoons now. This lady suggested that we should just weigh once a week, and I like that myself. So, yep, I appreciate your time, and man, I worked out hard today. We'll see you in a couple of days. All right.